quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
And Golden State, looking at who they got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Livingston in at point guard. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Iman Shumpert's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Livingston. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half. And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Irving from long range. The long distance three is buried. Irving's got 16 points.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
The Warriors shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way. And how about Shaun Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
The three, and that's going to be a treble.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
From deep, they grab their own miss. Green kicks to Barnes. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got 8 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him. He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Thompson misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Ezeli the pass to Green. Kicks it to Livingston. Pass to Thompson. Shumpert with the steal. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Shumpert, no good. The Warriors shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Cavaliers timeout.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that two-guard position.
Well, he can defend three positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the two-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And stolen by LeBron. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shumpert, no good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best two-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well. And Thompson's much more active running the pick and roll lately. A great pocket passer, and of course, the defense has to stay glued to him because of that ability to knock down shots.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo, but he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set, and you can see that evolution.
That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Now, here's Fry. He's guarded closely. And it's Dellavedova missing. And here are the Warriors now. The drive by Iguodala. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season. Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Got a piece of it. Barbosa dishes to Rush from outside the arc, and another three for Golden State.